What's up guys, it's Melda here, and today we're going to talk about the new standard banner for Global and EN that just got announced earlier today. So if we check over at the EN Twitter, we can see that they just posted a tweet about the new standard banner upcoming, and right away you're going to be thinking, should I even pull for this banner? And that's what I'm going to try to help you figure out today. So the first two 6-stars here, or the two 6-stars on the standard banner, are going to be Stema and Hoshiguma, and Hoshiguma is the purchasable 6-star, so she's going to be running you 180 distinctions. That's quite a hefty amount, but she is quite solid. And then the 5-stars, we have Blue Poison, Manticore, and Sora. Manticore being the purchasable 5-star, that's going to run you 45 distinctions if you want to buy her. So overall, you're going to be thinking, should I buy or pull for any of these operators? And right away, I'm just going to say, if one of these ops is your waifu, say you're a die-hard Stema fan, yeah, I think you should pull for her. Waifu over meta is, I think the ideology to go by in this game. Is PV and all that. It's all about collecting those waifus, collecting those JPEGs, and if Stema is your absolute highest trophy prize that you can accomplish, yeah, I think you should pull for her. But otherwise, maybe not quite. So I'm gonna go over just real quickly each of these operators and what they do, any maybe future uses that they could have in upcoming CCs. I know we're still in CC 0, but you do want to plan ahead for the future. So right away, let's start with Stema here. She's an AoE caster, so she's gonna be doing damage to multiple enemies per auto attack. She definitely has some really solid uses for utility, and even in some high risk CC stages, but overall I'm thinking she is not the most versatile operator. I don't really think you could bring her super general purpose in any single stage, but in some of the stages that she does work, she's going to be doing a lot of work for sure. I think the skill you're going to be using the most is probably her skill 2, and at rank 7 it's going to be 6 1-second stuns. So she does stun every second, so it's going to be 6 1-second stuns, and at mastery 2 it's going to be 7 1-second stuns. That is like the longest chain CC in the entire game, and it's going to be doing 130%, or at rank 6 or 7 120% magic or arts damage every single second. So the amount of burst damage and utility from the skill is pretty darn high. She definitely is a useful operator, I think, and she is getting this new skin. She's got this skin, it looks pretty sick, and I don't know when it's coming out, but not too soon, probably in the upcoming like 2 months, most likely. Next up, we have Hoshiguma. Hoshiguma just got an absolutely, the skin is OD, man. The skin is sick. And it is purchasable right now because of the bagpipe event, which is pretty awesome. She is a 6-star defender, blocks 3 of course, even at E1, which is pretty amazing. She buffs other defenders as her talent, and her other one is magic and physical block, which is pretty solid. Her skill 3 is absolutely sick. She basically turns into a blender. You put people in front of her and then they just kind of die. It's pretty awesome. She does a good amount of DPS, especially for a defender and for being so tanky. You're going to be using her for all sorts of general purposes. Any stage, I would say, can be good for her, and also at super high risk CC she's also going to be very useful in a wide variety of strategies that you can come up with, that we've come up with, or that we've seen from CN players. So her skill 3 at rank 7 is an attack and defense steroid. So it's basically just the same as skill 1, but just better in every way. And she also spins her weapon like a chainsaw, and she kind of shreds the enemies in front of her. So pretty sick, Hoshiguma. Pretty dope operator. Then for the 5 stars, we're going to start with Blue Poison. Blue Poison is an anti-air sniper, so she has that 3x4 attack range, does good damage, and her talent allows her to, you know, get some arts damage involved there too. It is pretty minimal arts damage, but any bit helps, especially since high armor targets tend to counter these anti-air snipers quite a bit. So she, I think, is one of the best anti-air snipers. As a 5-star, it's her and Platinum, I think, are arguably the two best, or one of them is the best here. She does quite good damage. Her skills allow her to hit additional enemies. Her skill 1 allows her to hit one additional enemy for 125%, and then skill 7, or rank 7, 155%, and then her skill 2 is manual activation, so it's a total of 30%, but 2 additional targets. So skill 2 is better for, say, larger groupings of enemies, and then skill 1 is just good for smaller groupings but higher damage. And also the uptime is pretty high, considering it is a auto activation and is active the entire game as a passive, or in the entire map rather. Then we have Manticore. I personally love Manticore. She's one of my most wanted operators, for operators that I don't have currently. She is absolutely sick. I think her kit's really cool, and goddamn, look at that skin. It is absolutely amazing. Dem eyes though, the way she looks at me. Ooh, I gotta get this skin. It is a reward for the upcoming contingency contract coming in probably a couple months. But, you know, I want this skin. I know you want this skin. Like, I can't be the only one, guys. Come on here. So basically, she is a 0-block specialist. She does, her 2 abilities either allow her to slow the enemy for a very, very high amount. Let me just scroll down here. At rank 7, 35% slow for 4 seconds. She's going to be slowing people non-stop. Really good for stall comps. Really, really, really good for those high risk contingency contract stages. I'm talking like risk 20 plus. You know, she is useful for all sorts of different strategies and stall comps in CC0 and in the upcoming contingency contract missions later on. You can see her in some CN strategies. And then her skill 2 is a stun, so instead of like just slowing, her attack interval changes. She gets more damage by 60% and a stun for 0.7 seconds. At Mastery 2, it goes up to 0.9, which is basically 1 second. I mean, it's just 0.1 second. It's basically a full second of stun, and then you get the actual full second at Mastery 3. So I think this operator is pretty slept on. I think she's really solid overall, very useful if a slow or stall comp is more your play style. I am probably going to buy her. I think I'm definitely buying her if I have enough distinctions saved up. I just bought Siege at the last one because I'm a sucker for Vanguards, guys. I love me some Vanguards. But yeah, if I can get enough for Manticore, you know for a fact I'm buying her. And then the last 5-star is going to be Sora, who's over here, and she is a supporter op. She has 2 abilities, one more for utility, the other one just straight buffing capabilities. Her talent just, you know, gives her a chance for higher uptime when her skill is done activating. If anyone has played Dota 2, her skill 1 is basically Naga Siren's ult, puts everyone to sleep but makes them invulnerable. They all stop moving. It's, you know, it's a stall ability, and I think there are definitely better ways to get some stall out besides using her skill 1 here. Most of the time when you see Sora used, you're going to see her on her skill 2, and this is an attack buff to everyone in her attack radius, which is this at Elite 1. It's a pretty good range. You know, it's kind of a weird shape, but you know, you can definitely make it work. And it's giving everyone in the area 9% of Sora's attack. So it's a pretty solid it's a pretty solid attack buff. Almost 200. I'd say like it's like maybe like 180 something added on to other people. This is a good ability for the memes if you want to, you know, pair her with Auk and Warfarin and just put her on any random op like a Blaze or something, and then just shred things, eat it for breakfast. You know, good for meme content. Otherwise, I wouldn't say she was really necessary at all. But if we go back here, I mean, that's every single operator on the banner. And if you go to Game Press, you know, these A ship and Game Press, absolutely amazing resources. Guys, if you haven't used it, don't be afraid to take advantage of these awesome resources that they've supplied to us. You guys have to think about the future here. The next two event banners are Phantom and W/Weedy. These banners they're filled with absolute monsters of operators. Phantom is super solid, 6-star, fast redeploy specialist with burst damage. Can add a clone, really cool. You can do some really cool low like trust farm stuff with this op, and also really helpful for some high risk contingency contract stages and just general purposes. I think Phantom's going to be super fun to use. Then you have Chimère, and Chimère's just disgusting. She's just a really solid op, and you get Telopsis on this banner. So if you don't have Telopsis already, you know, this Phantom banner is looking kind of spicy for you guys, not gonna lie. And then next we have W and Weedy, and I think that, you know, if one of these operators is your waifu or husbando, you 100% should save for them instead. You know, these other ops on this banner, they're gonna be around. They're still gonna be around. You're still gonna have the chance to get them. And same with these ones, but I mean, W is limited, guys. She's just like Neon. I mean, yeah, your pity rate from, I'm pretty sure your pity rate from Neon is gonna transfer over to every single limited op, or they might just be like limited specific. So every W banner is gonna have that same pity rate that you had before. Same with Neon. I'm not really quite sure how that works, but I wouldn't bank on the pity rate in case you didn't get Neon or Og. You know, if you want W, you should save for W, guys. She's limited. She's pretty sick. Yeah, she is an AoE sniper, which isn't, you know, the best, but if you're a collector, or if W's your waifu, and I know W's a lot of your guys' waifus, their waifu, then you should save for her. Elysium, one of the best operators, and Weedy also, two of the best operators in the entire game in the same banner, plus W. I think, guys, overall, I mean, this banner is pretty solid. You know, I like Manticore. I think Blue Poison's solid. I like Hoshiguma quite a bit, but you know, the upcoming few weeks, even if W isn't right after Phantom and she's gonna be there for the 1-year anniversary, you just want to play it safe, guys. You don't want to take risks with stuff like this. I think you guys should probably save for these banners because, goddamn, I want Weedy super bad. Like, I want Weedy really bad. She's an absolute monster, and she's so cute. And that's, you know, that's what's really important. So overall, guys, I hope this video helped you out. I hope it kind of assisted in your decision to whether to pull for the standard banner or whether to save for the upcoming event banners. If you guys want more videos like this, I definitely want to keep uploading Arknights content. I know I'm still kind of new to this, of course, but yeah, please, if you guys enjoyed the content, or you know, if you learned anything from this video, please hit me with a like, maybe subscribe if you want to see more, because I plan on doing this for almost every single banner coming out. Yeah, hope you all have a great week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.